Okay, so for this video, this was sent to me this was sent to me in an email, and it's titled "Why You Should Never Gift a Birkin Bag." Now, I got to be honest with you, I didn't even know what the fuck a Birkin bag was, but that's not saying much because I don't keep track of I don't keep track of any type of media, mainstream media, very well. I don't. I got said. I think in my last live stream, if you brought like if you took me to like a party or a club and it was like filled up with like famous rappers, like I couldn't tell you who was who. All right, I wouldn't even know they'd be famous. Like that's how separated I am because I just live in my own. I just do my own thing. But so before I'm gonna let the whole video play. It's about a 15-minute long video. And first, I want to start off by saying this, man. See, with the Birkin bag, I had to Google what it was, and I seen the price on it. And my first opinion of it is this, man. With the fashion world and with the fashion world and marketing, like you never know what's gonna take off, why it's gonna take off, for what reasons. And people know this shit, like in those worlds. Like you never, like sometimes, like I don't know if you guys remember, but there was an iPhone app that cost $1,000, and all it did was just put this fucking like diamond on your phone. It was called I Am Rich, and motherfuckers bought it. Why did they buy it? Because it was $1,000. You see, and so you never really know like when you're in marketing and selling shit, you never really know like what's gonna be your thing, that's gonna get people to talk about you and want to buy it, type of shit. And especially when it's something aimed at women, like bags, some shit they really don't fucking need. Especially when it's like that. Like I told one of my exes, I said, women would buy shit if they wrapped it in gold paper, and she agreed with me 100%. Like women would, if you set a pile of shit on the table and wrapped it in gold and bright colored gold wrappers, women would buy it. They spend top dollar for it, especially if they heard Beyonce bought it or something. Oh yeah, it'd fly off the shelves. But anyway, we're gonna go. I'm gonna let this video play first, about 15 minutes long. I'm gonna give my honest opinion on it.
It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Oh, the Birkin bag thing I think is kind of dumb.
So stupid. I hate seeing poor people have conversations that they can't even fucking relate to. Like seriously, like yo, it's Birkin bags are literally for the 1%. Why are 99% of the population having that conversation?
Can you explain what a Birkin bag is?
I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, does anybody know?
I have no idea.
It's like a grandma bag to me, but Caleb probably knows.
But like, we need it on mic.
Michaela, do you know what a Birkin is?
But on mic, because we can't hear you.
She don't know.
That's fine.
Michaela, wait.
Put your lips on the mic. That's why you don't have a Birkin. Come on.
I can't.
Oh, sorry. I don't have a birthday.
So I'm not too sure if it's an Italian brand, but the way that the designer made the bag to be so exclusive, you have to like order it, but I think it's like you have to make an appointment and get approved.
Yeah, you have to be accepted.
Yeah.
Okay, here. First off, I said I was gonna let this play all the way through, but first off, I want to say this because I learned a good lesson with Italy with this shit. Italy is in a great spot because they were known so much for art that if you literally, because I'm over here in Europe, people can literally write Italian on the front of anything and get double the price for it because of what Italy did fucking, in the past with their history with artwork. Like that is single-handedly one of the most biggest cons in basic consumerism as far as like fashion goes. Literally just write Italian in front of it, and you'll get at least 40% more for it just because you wrote Italian on it. That is just a fucking that's just ridiculous to me. But anyway, let's continue.
To
go and get the bag. So a lot of the Birkins that a lot of like the rapper girls and stuff,
they're on
they actually
secondhand market.
Exactly. Those are like consignment bags that like rich people owned once upon a time, and they just resold to them. They're not actually from the Birkin store.
Let me tell you something about luxury.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about luxury. Let me tell you something about designer brands, right? I was always the type of person who never gave a fuck about that kind of shit. But you don't realize you don't truly give a fuck about it until you can actually afford it.
Yeah.
When you can afford it, and you know if you wanted it, you could have it, but you don't give a fuck about it, you really don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's a difference. That's why when I see all of these people, you know, having these conversations, like, I would never want no shit like that. Can you afford it?
Yeah, it's like saying, like, I don't want a Lamborghini, but it's like, do you?
Do you? Yeah, you never know until you really can afford a Lamborghini. You never know what you want until you can actually fucking have it.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Birkin thing is just...
Why don't you think that's true, Taylor?
Like, when it comes to a Birkin bag, for me personally, I don't wear purses like that anyway, so I'm not going to want one even if I could afford it.
True.
See, don't listen to women. Don't ever listen to women with that shit. But what the two guys are saying is right though. Like if you go out, like you pull bad bitches, once you can start pulling bad bitches, now you think like, okay, do I really want this lifestyle type shit? Like once you can afford it, I agree with him 1,000%. Once you can afford it, then like that's when you're fully confronted. Like, okay, do I actually want this, or do I want it because I know other people want it? Now, men, like I agree 1,000% with these two guys. Like we get that reality check much quicker, but see, a woman's brain is always trying to keep up. So like it's a great chance if they're truly in that position, they're not going to give it up. Okay, like woman never goes backwards. She only so with the girl who said, "Well, I don't really wear bags anyway." But if you gave it to her and she was convinced that this could now possibly be her culture, she will not go back down to a Macy's bag. All right, that's done. She's never going back over there again for the majority.
But you also can't get one right now.
But I don't wear purses anyway.
I know you don't. So it's convenient. It's convenient.
Well, why would I get one? Because I'm rich, though.
It's convenient. It's a convenient thing.
No, it's not. I want to go for a Birkin though. Like, I want to go for that. If I'm gonna get something expensive, like for a purse or something like that,
you want that old state property jacket, that
you want
retro
that
shit
SP?
that got mad pockets.
Yeah,
that's what you want. Tell the truth. You want that old SP Bubble Goose, don't you? Come on, be honest.
You got me, sure.
That old SP Bubble Goose still hitting in these streets. You want that baby blue Rockaware velour that Chris and Neef was rapping about. That's what you want. When he said Rockaware, blue. What he said?
I don't know.
What was the line?
You mean you don't know? You know damn well you know the line.
Yeah, powder blue Rockaware suit, white Nike. That's what you want. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
He wants me to just make him happy.
Fuck them Birkins though. I mean, no disrespect to anybody who got one, but it's just like, yo, who gives a shit? Like honestly, would you spend $40,000 on a purse?
No.
What is the point?
Close.
Bitches would.
There's no reason to spend $40,000.
Bitches would though. See, bitches would, and that's why Birkin's still in business because bitches will. Because bitches got to keep following other bitches. Bitches, they're always in competition with perceived wealth and perceived value. So bitches buy it. All right, that's who spends. And and let's even clarify it even deeper. Bitches. Okay. A woman's ultimate goal is to find a man who will buy it for her because she wants it. That's the ultimate goal. But then you have a lot of girls who they'll never make that far in life, so they just work up and just try to like buy their own shit. Like Darcy, remember that whole bitch I had on here, Darcy? Darcy's one of those. Like a man's never going to actually buy her the fancy shit, so she has to buy it to trick the world into thinking, she's worth that to somebody on the planet. Yeah, but no, women buy it. Women buy shit like that, or like I said, women in one form or another, women buy it. Whether if they got the money from a man or she saved up her money and bought it herself, women buy it. That's because men will eventually grow out of that immature shit of always trying to keep up. We'll eventually grow out of that and just and operate off survival and and side hobbies. But women don't. They never once that girl over there, and they know she's lying her ass off. If she was, let's say if the girl was like fucking runaway model quality and she was convinced that she can successfully get this bag, she's not going to, she ain't stepping foot in Macy's no more. She ain't going to, all that other peasant shit. Her brain is going that direction from here on out.
I was on a purse.
Yeah, like the purse shouldn't be more valuable than what's in it.
No. Yeah, I mean, listen, if my wife wanted one,
No. I wouldn't have let you buy your
If
wife.
his wife
like,
wanted one, what did I just say?
you know what I mean? Like that's a different
He
level.
was thinking about it.
That's a different level of stupidity. $40,000 for a purse.
Yeah.
People out here starving.
I need to know where we going, bro. Like, you buy shit like that when you're stunting. Meaning, like, when you're out, like, you're going to red carpets and shit
Yeah,
like
but-
that. You're always being photographed. That's the only
This
reason.
is the dumbest flex because most people don't even know what the fuck it is.
At all. Nobody
I
knows
love
that
a
shit
subtle
40
flex,
grand.
don't get me wrong, but not an expensive subtle one. What? The ring?
Yeah, can't you say the same shit about the ring?
Nah.
Nah.
Chill.
The ring means something.
You
You said it's the
wild
flex,
boy right
your
now.
success.
Not yeah,
So
but
the bag's
the
the
ring
same
means
shit.
something. Like, that's
Yeah.
a real commitment.
But I
Ain't no
can
real
take that
commitment
shit
to
back from
a
her and make
bag.
a necklace out of it or something like that. I can't take no Birkin
Yeah,
bag
man.
and turn it into a pair of Jordans.
You
You know?
can resell it.
Say
You
what?
can resell it.
Nah,
Throw it back on this resale market.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Also, I'm not gonna take my ring back, babe. That's yours.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm just not into that type of stuff. I never have been. Yeah, I just don't see the point. Probably because I've been broke. You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah.
collected unemployment checks. Like $40,000 is a lot of fucking money to be spending on a bag.
Bro, also, what is the like? What was the girl saying? What was her name? Saweetie.
Saweetie.
Yeah, and she was like, if a guy's not buying you Birkins and not paying your bills,
Send them back to the street.
send him back to the streets. Okay. And if there isn't a guy paying your bills, where are you?
Exactly. I'm so sick of broke, and so not talking to Saweetie because Saweetie got money, but I'm so sick of broke women coming
Judging
down
broke
on men that
men.
ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Who would you fuck if our standards were set up that way?
Ooh.
Think about that.
That is a common thing throughout the world. It's not just in American bitches. Wherever you go, women expect you to be man, and anything lesser, you don't exist. It's point blank simple. Yeah.
Who would you be with if our standards were set up that way? If men were, I ain't fucking with no broke women.
First of all, y'all have standards too.
We don't.
Yes, y'all do.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all do.
We have
Like maybe
standards
not
for
in
marriage.
like paying
We
bills
have
and stuff like
standards
that,
for girlfriends,
but y'all
but-
want a girl to cook for you. You want to wash dishes, all the other shit though.
No, we have.
Because I'm paying your bills. We have to even exchange. You don't think so?
Yeah, but also,
I don't get what you mean.
I'm saying no. That's not what the issue is.
Yeah,
You're
what is
saying
the issue here?
you're saying what if we ask for that in return, or not in return, but ask for that with us, right?
Listen, I'm fine with this. By the way, I have no problem. I always say as a man, your job is to protect and provide.
Yeah.
I have no problem, being the financial foundation of my house. I also think it's super fly when, your woman got her own. But
I think
I
so.
just want women to know that if your mentality is, oh, I need the guy to pay my bills, whatever, you're not independent.
I'm not in that
So you
category.
can't sing along to all my independent women and all that shit. Like, all
I'm
that
not in
boss
that
ass
category.
shit, that shit is a rap.
I'm not in that category. I only ask for something a guy that I could do for myself too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Why would I? I'm not gonna ask for a guy to have a car. If I
Don't
have
listen
a
to
car.
her.
Like if I'm looking for a guy like that, I just don't think it.
Damn, I want y'all to punch up. I think that,
punch up.
yeah.
Oh, be like aspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Know what
be
I'm saying?
aspirational with. Yeah, you should be
Look at
aspirational
Mikhail.
with dick.
Mikhail like, fuck that. Niggas paying bills. Mikhail like, fuck that.
What?
No,
No,
come
I
here,
get it.
come here.
Put the... Hold on, say that in the
But
microphone.
everyone does
I
though.
like men with money, but like I'm not unrealistic.
What does that mean? And get
So she
closer
must
to the
not be
microphone.
code name.
Because
She knows she's
I'm
not
not
pretty.
asking for a Birkin. I'm not asking
Yeah.
you to, take me around the world.
What if you know
Let
he
me
got
pause.
Birkin money, though?
Let me pause just.
Yeah. Okay. See what she said is code name this. I know I'm not pretty enough to keep up with the prettier women who can go out and get Birkin when they want it. So there's no point in me even trying to go get it. It's that. See, like every woman, every woman can get humbled, but it happens in different phases. Like you see, so. And the girl, she may not even be a bad-looking girl. I don't know what she looks like, but she may not be a bad-looking girl. But when women admit defeat like that, what woman? Okay, deep down, every woman knows what I'm saying is true. When women admit some type of defeat like that, what they're really saying is, I know I'm not pretty enough to keep up with the prettier girl because as a woman, I am very shallow and I base everything off of the external of what things look like. So I don't look like I can fit that. So if I don't think I can, then men will see it the same way. Where men, it can be, either way for real. The girl doesn't have to be the most beautiful woman on the planet for a guy to like, for a guy to love her. But women are because women are very superficial with this shit. So I mean, it makes sense that the one over there in the red will say that too. But like I said earlier, see, this is why you cannot listen to women. But either one of those girls, if it was convinced in her brain that this guy that she got with would give her this shit and her lifestyle would like just be that from now on, oh, that's it. She's got to have at least Birkin and higher, minimum.
Second,
That's gonna ask
you know what I hate about this Birkin conversation is now girls can act like they're not gold diggers because they just gotta say, I ain't asking for a Birkin.
No.
I'm not crazy.
So I think what
Like,
guys are not understanding, like from Sweetie's topic, is like you got to take her Birkin comment and put it in your tax bracket.
Interesting.
So it's
She
not
said bills too, though.
necessarily.
She said paying bills.
Okay, but her bills are way more than my bills.
Yeah, her
you
bills
know?
are crazy.
Her bills are not compared to my little AT&T bill or something like that. So you got to take
Right.
her statement and put it in your tax bracket. And a lot of girls are offended because it's not that they can't get a Birkin. They can't get like a Chanel or
So do
a
you,
Gucci
do you
or probably a
understand?
Target bag.
Do you understand where like guys come from when they hear about female empowerment, they hear women talking about how important it is to go to school and like be educated and have all this, and then they also hear the same rhetoric supported by women that's like, yo, just get a dude to pay for all your shit.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you? Do you see why guys are like, yo, what do y'all really want?
No, I don't feel it because you guys know what type of women you go after at the end of the day.
What does that
There
mean?
are women.
True.
What does that
Yes,
mean?
you do.
You don't
Yes,
have to be a
y'all
hood
do.
rat, gold digger chick to want a man to pay your bills.
Yeah, but there's a different level of entitlement from a girl who's like actually grinding on her career
I think
and like.
all women have a level of entitlement. You know why? Because y'all giving up that wah. So when you giving up somebody, no seriously, when you giving a man something like that, let's not act like you don't have a sense of entitlement.
Yeah,
Imagine you fucked a dude last night and you asked him just to buy you fucking Chick-fil-A today. And he's like, I ain't buying you no fucking Chick-fil-A. You'd be so offended and so insulted. Like, I just gave you some
But I
pussy
would look
last night.
stupid as a woman for dealing with a guy who can't even get me Chick-fil-A.
No, I didn't say you
What?
can't. He said don't want to.
That's still I would
Yeah.
I would be stupid as a woman to
That's
lay
my
with a
point.
man.
No, she would. Okay, see that is the next level of the whole like atmosphere of this. Okay, because somebody asked me, somebody went on about how a woman felt comfortable asking the black dude for money. I think his name Charlemagne. Somebody felt comfortable asking him for money. A bitch felt comfortable asking him for like some money, but she didn't feel comfortable asking that dude that was worth like 150 million or some shit like that for some money, because women get it's a very funny way how women get offended. You see, okay, like his example with the chicken sandwich. Okay, a woman would get offended towards him because she knows he's pretty much in that tax bracket to where he can give it up. He can have he can buy the chicken sandwich, but he's not in the proper tax bracket to where he can just pick bitches off a tree. You see, so she's kind of offended. That this is where like that entitlement. Okay, in this world, that entitlement comes in this form of woman has entitlement because she's just woman. Okay, but the entitlement. It goes down and down and down when she messes with a guy who is higher and higher and higher than her, to where she'll just have no shame for the guy who's just super high up. She'll fucking suck his dick behind the bleachers in a fucking preschool at this point. She doesn't, and fuck the sex crime. She won't give a fuck if the guy's just that much better than her, kind of shit. And it varies. We're a different type of woman, and for sometimes many different reasons. Not always about money. But let's say, like, because I said this in previous videos, you take a woman who her family grew up working in Burger King, McDonald's. She grows up working in Burger King, McDonald's. That woman will give it up for that dude who's a marketing manager at a call center. She'll get that shit up in a second for him and up. Now, a guy who works alongside her, and she might fuck with him if she likes him. A guy who's like the manager of a McDonald's or like a district manager of McDonald's, oh well, she'll kind of like put everything on pause for him, but he still better act right because I'm still a woman, so I deserve more. But see, for that, but that motherfucker who's bringing in like $75,000 a year, oh she like whatever he says, she's doing it, no questions asked. It's just a hierarchy of woman. That's just the hierarchy of man to woman. Like of what she's going to put up, because somebody else asked me to go deeper into the stock exchange. Woman's brain is a constant working stock exchange of what she's going to entertain, what her pussy can entertain, versus the quality man in relation to her. So see, this is why no matter where you go, you will never find a bitch. You will never find a sexy bitch with a Birkin bag or Chanel, whatever the fuck. You will never find a sexy bitch wearing that, going crazy over that dude who's waiting tables. You will never find, no matter where you go on planet Earth, planet Jupiter, planet Mars, you will never see that. Why is that? It's not a coincidence. It's woman's nature. That's why. Because woman always has to at least break equal or go up. You will never see a woman who is physically attractive and financially successful like legitimately like fucking freaking out over a dude who's waiting tables or cleaning the floor or some shit like that. You're just not gonna see it because it's woman's nature. It's how they gonna act. Something about her will have to be humbled down a bit to because in a woman's mind that's going lesser.
You can't ask anybody for something, like you shouldn't be sleeping with them in the first place.
It's weird to ask someone for Chick-fil-A.
I mean,
I'm just using that. I'm just using that as an example.
Right?
You gave him some wop, right? Yeah. And whether you know it or not, you feel entitled to something from this person.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of women like that go into it like they know that he has money, so they expect to get something, because they gave up their pussy. Like they say the same. Prostitution.
She's describing this is why I also say earlier in older videos, and I don't mean this to sound like sounding shitty towards women, but to be woman is to be prostitute. If woman gives you sex for whatever the reason, biologically she must get something out of you later on after that. It's even done with penguins. Penguins do this shit. When a female penguin goes out and fucks a male penguin, she instinctively has to take the penguin's pebbles back home. She has to do. They can't help it. And it happens in every fucking form of man to woman exchange from insect to mammals. The woman is biologically wired whether it's your status or the potential that you will give her something someday in the future. Woman is literally compelled. She is literally it's beyond her even understanding. She can't even see it. She can't see. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. But woman is literally compelled, like Agent Smith, compelled to disobey. I was compelled. They are literally compelled to receive payment. That's why to be woman is to be prostitute. I'm not saying it just because I just hate women, but she's literally, this girl, let's rewind it. She's literally explaining everything I say but see, it's like when you use the word prostitute, now you're an evil man for saying it. But they'll tell you they're prostitutes the entire time.
Just something from this person.
Well, a lot of women like that go into it like they know that he has money, so they expect to get something, because they gave up their pussy. Like they say, the saying,
prostitution.
The saying is like a lot of women fuck rich men for free. Because they know that they're rich.
That's the saying?
Yes, and you expect something out of them.
In the future.
This shit to me, then.
You're fucking rich men because you're going to work. You see them in the club. They're popping bottles. You see them on Instagram. They're showing off their money on their sleeve. And so you literally just fuck them at a hope and a chance and a whim that he's going to give you some money one day.
Exactly. What did I just say? Isn't that what I just said? Woman is compelled to, her vagina must open for a man who is visibly, who at least appears to be a qualified protector in their eyes. Their vaginas must be, even if they don't like them mentally, their vagina likes them. Their vagina wants to open up for that every time. I literally said everything. I didn't watch this video already. I'm watching this for the first time with you guys. She said everything I just said. But the second you say woman is prostitute, see, now it's offensive because see, women hate to be like directly fucking identified. Like they hate that shit. But what she just explained was prostitution. The only difference is she meant like some women may not look for payment immediately, but the hope that they could get payment in the future. She want you to drive her to the store or fucking help her hook up the internet or some shit. She's gonna look for payment. Sometimes they have to. They must do it.
How do guys get over like that?
Wait a minute, so you're saying just because we dress this way,
No,
you
it's
think that
There's
we're gonna
different types of
behave a
women.
certain way? You
Yeah.
think just because we're dressed in a certain way
Wow.
that we're gonna behave a
Wow.
certain way towards
No,
you?
but if you
That's
are
crazy.
if you're on Instagram and you have money going up
Just
your
because-
arm, then I know you're probably a
Just
scammer.
because we have money going up our arm, you think that we're just gonna
Look like
give
a
you
money
something? You're entitled to that just because
Yes.
we're dressed this way? I
Yes.
think that's slut shaming.
No, it's no. See, he got a little bit of order wrong. He got a little bit of the order wrong with that. It's not that they think that the man's gonna give it to him. It's that the woman feels like she deserves it. See, he got the order wrong with that. It's not that they think that men just want to give them shit. It's the fact he got the whole order wrong right there. The order is woman feels that she deserves it simply because she is woman, and any bit of action that she does in life requires payment. It's not that she thinks that the guy's just gonna give it to her. No, that's not it at all. Woman feels like she deserves it. Like if you were to let woman completely go, she would just go to a man and just take his bank account, take his car, take any whatever the protection was, and just go and leave. If you let her do it, woman is not go. If you let woman completely go in a dating market and shit like that, woman would just go to a man, take his fucking wallet, take everything, and leave. You see, so it's not like they don't think you supposed to give it to them. She's not going like if you let woman completely go with a completely neutral man, she's not going to walk up to you and hope you give it to her. If you let everything completely go, she'll just walk up to you. Just like on the flip side, if you let a man go up to a completely neutral woman who didn't care, a man would just walk up and fuck her. He wouldn't talk to her, none of that other goofy shit. He would just fuck her and then walk away. See, so it's not the fact that they think that that you think you're supposed to give it to them. It's the fact that women think that they are entitled to it simply because they are a woman.
You wearing, bro?
That's the male. What are you
That's
wearing?
the male. What are you wearing? You
Wow,
just-
we're popping bottles, so we gotta give you
Word up.
money? That's
Word up.
crazy.
You just
That's like,
assume-
and then hold up. So we're popping bottles, so we gotta give you money. But if the guy has a girl at the table that he's popping bottles at, and he assumes, I think she wants to give me some pussy, he's an asshole. That's crazy. That's a double standard. Double.
It is a double standard. But a lot of times that girl, she knew what it was when she came out.
What do you mean?
What is that? What do you mean?
You said that she
Come
was at
on.
the table and the guys, popping bottles or whatever.
So she's gonna
Yo,
be
first of
popping
all,
something
She
too.
she knew what it was.
Shout out to all the backward ass girls fucking rich dudes for free. And by the way, I that is
They're not
something to
fucking,
that
see,
because
bro.
back,
You confused. Now, bitches never do anything for free. A woman never the black dude, Charlamagne, you completely on the whole. These dudes, they kind of get it, but they completely off with bitches. They're almost there. They almost there, but at the last minute, they just veered completely off the fucking, off their reality. Women never do anything for free. Every movement, every time her heartbeat, every breath everything she does is because she hopes that she's going to get a return on it in some way in the future. See, like where I was saying, Charlamagne, she started from what I don't know him personally, but just from this little brief moment, if I had to guess, and other guys who think like this, see, they're trying to reflect male morals into women. Men do things out the kindness of their heart. Men genuinely want to go feed starving kids, and men want to go build shit for motherfuckers struggling. Men do that. Women, there is not a bone in a single woman's body on this planet who genuinely, honestly, and 1000% got up and did anything on this planet for anyone else unless it was her own child. Maybe her mother and father, but the safe bet, her own child is the only person on this planet who will ever get that. And don't never forget that shit. Everything a woman does is because either she's expecting payment immediately or she expects payment later on in some form. In some form. Don't ever forget that.
When I was active, one of my peoples that I used to
Active.
associate with, when I was active, but back in the day when I was active, one of the young ladies I was dealing with, we was super cool, and she used to deal with like ball players and rappers and everybody else. And I'm talking about like she was dating an all-star that I know he had like $150 million contract, some shit like that. No, this was before the salary cap, so like $100 million contract.
Right.
And she used to be asking me for money. And I'm like, well, ain't you fucking such and such?
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to ask him for nothing because I don't want him to think I'm with him for his money.
Do you ask me?
Do you have a paw or some wop?
Wow.
The reason I say paw because you're thinking backwards with your pussy.
What's paw?
I don't know. You drop backwards.
Pussy ass wet?
Charlamagne, you need to take a red pill, fam. take a red pill, fam. If you didn't even, like, yeah. Because I touched on this in the live stream. Yeah. Because see, Charlamagne is disposable to her. That's why she doesn't care if she made him mad by asking him for money. You see, when you're disposable to a woman, they're going to take far more risk with you. They're going to take chances. They're not going to cook. They're not going to clean. They may not pick up your phone call when you call. See, all that, they're going to be more bold. You see, when she doesn't, see, when you're disposable to her, yeah, she'll take that chance with you, but she's not going to take that chance with that $100 million man, whether it's money or, his height, whatever his thing was to that girl. See, because she knows she may not come back across that quality of man again. So she's not even going to run the risk. Like I said earlier, she's not going to run a risk of pissing him off because he'll be gone. And she knows that he can go out and get other bitches. See, that man humbled her. Charlamagne did not humble her properly. And I'm not, it's not nothing about how he acted, in terms of, his character and all this. So her thing was purely about money. So Charlamagne's position in life didn't humble her, but that $100 million man humbled her. So she's not taking a chance. Like I said earlier, but it's like it's all relative. So like I said earlier, with the woman who grew up with parents worked at McDonald's, she grew up working at McDonald's, and so Charlamagne was essentially like the district manager. Like, she'll fuck with him, but if he starts tripping, she gonna go to the police on him and shit like that. Whereas the fucking district manager of fucking, I don't know, the district manager of all the Apple stores, like she might she ain't even gonna run the risk of pissing him off. His dinner gonna be cooked. This shit's gonna be clean. She gonna be clean. She gonna be smiling. She ain't coming and nagging with him to all her problems in life. Cause she ain't even gonna run the risk of running him off because he's not disposable to her. You see, those other men who work at McDonald's still and factories, those men are disposable to her. She really don't give a fuck about them. You see, if Charlamagne had got mad and all this shit like that, she really don't care. All right, that's why she went to him with it. She really let's rewind that shit because that's my first time seeing it. Because I think somebody asked me that question in a live stream or something.
Do you have a paw or some wop?
Wow.
Yeah, let's go back a little further.
And she used to be asking me for money. I'm like, well, ain't you fucking such and such?
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to ask him for nothing because I don't want him to think I'm with him for his money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ask me?
Do you have a paw or some wop?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And so based on what Charlamagne, if he's even telling the truth or not, I don't know because I don't know the motherfucker personally or at all or anything. But see, yeah, like he's not poor, but it's that next higher echelon of money that bitch had access to for no other reason than she was just woman. Let's just be real about it. She wasn't a fucking a founder of a new physics equation and no shit like that. The bitch had wore some nice tight pair of jeans, nice heels, and and probably sucked dick halfway good. So now she had a position with a man that's worth a lot more than Charlamagne.
Hey, paw, because you're thinking backwards with your pussy.
What's paw?
No, she's thinking right.
Pussy
Bruh,
ass wet?
Charlamagne, you need to take a red pill. No, she's thinking right. She did the right thing. Because you are the disposable one, Charlamagne. He's not. See, you are the one who she can toss out to the side and be gone with and hit you up 2 months later because she know you gonna want some pussy and use you again. And while she's still waiting on that basketball player to come, because she gonna be nice for him. See, she gonna be nice to him wherever he call. Yes, dear, I'm you see, no, she did the right thing. See, but I think if I had to guess, well, I'm not trying to talk shit about the dude, but I think the Charlamagne dude, I think his thing was more his ego trip. Like, yeah, he might have got a little bit of money in life, but that ego got him thinking he was worth a lot more than he actually was. So now she must be the one thinking backwards. No, she's thinking for how bitches think. She's thinking properly. Okay, your ego just got in the way, and you thought you were worth more. But no, she's thinking properly. And not worth more in the sense of money, but probably worth more as an existence with the bitch. Like you thought you were worth, like you thought you were worth more type shit to her, but you weren't. And I'm not trying to talk shit to you. That's just the reality of it.
Oh, I thought paws, like, you know how dogs' paws are dry?
Poor ass womb.
Poor ass womb.
Is, okay? Your poor ass womb. Talk to the man that got the $100 million contract and get us some fucking money.
Get us some money, Bill.
No,
Yes.
You are a man, bruh. You are a man. Okay, unless you was pimping the bitch, unless she was a bitch that wanted to be legitimately pimped, okay, if your view on that was the woman to come bring us some money, okay, that woman now and if you're not pimping her, that woman will officially see you as a child from here on out. All right, and all those women in that studio, I mean, where they at now? Those bitches in that studio. Now they know, okay, they probably figured you probably got, a few extra ducats, but and all those women, if they watch this, they know I'm telling the truth on this. The TRUF, the truth. When you said that, the part in the back of their fucking brain and on the top of their heart went, ooh, that's a child. He want the woman to go to the higher man to get him some money. So maybe we need to go to that higher man and get with that because he's the higher status symbol now. Them bitches in that, every woman in that studio knows what I'm saying is true. They didn't say it out loud, but they know it's true. When they heard that, you turned into a child, son. When you said that in front, especially in front, go to that man asking for money and bring us some money. No, bitches don't work like that unless you pimping them. They ain't gonna work like that. No, not at all.
Get me.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like I'm not even at the time. I'm not even in this guy's salary cap.
Exactly.
Yeah. So why don't you talk to him? Like, why are you coming to me for? I mean, by the way, not even big money. And that's the thing that a lot of women probably don't understand.
Because you're disposable. That's why.
Did you feel weird filling that guy's shoes? Like that you guys were sharing a little something?
Okay, see, okay. That scenario of him talking like that, okay, so to make it easier to understand, because it's clear you don't understand. So if you ever stumbles across this shit and sees it, which you probably won't, which I don't give a fuck, but to put it in context, it would, okay. The exact context would be, let's say you working a job, right, and you behind on bills. Who do you go to ask for money? That little checking, like one of the 15 check cash places to get some money real quick, or do you go to your rich relative to ask them for money? All right, most people they gonna go to them check cash places because the proper order is those check cash places. Them motherfuckers are relatively disposable. Like, I mean, sure, it's gonna hit your credit and all that, but you ain't got no ties to that shit, and there's 15 other ones, in line down the fucking street. Type of thing. So, but if you fuck up with that rich family member, you gonna fuck up forever with that, and you ain't gonna. There's a low chance they ever gonna respect you properly after that. So you gonna go hit up. So Charlamagne. So where Charlamagne effectively was in this context, he was a check cash place. Like, oh well, I just owe them $3,000. Who cares? Anyway, I gotta look good for that basketball player. I hope that explained it properly, but that's what happened.
He might have had the height, you know what I'm saying? But
you had the humor.
He's so funny. No, but I'm serious, man. You'd be surprised how many men want to do something for you. You know what I'm saying? So while you sitting around giving out all this pussy for free to this rich Negro, he's sitting around wondering why she ain't asked me for nothing yet.
Oh.
You think that, like, honestly, y'all really think that makes you?
Well, a man who doesn't know women would say that. A man who really doesn't understand how bitches work for real would say some shit like that.
Hand out to him?
Yes.
No.
I don't like to ask for. I don't know. This is weird to me.
You don't like to ask for what?
I don't ask for money or nothing like that.
Good, don't ask for
Like,
money. A guy will
I'd
take
rather
care of
my
you.
guy-
You never,
exactly, I'd rather
you
him
never have
just
to ask
do
for
it.
money in your life from a guy. Don't ever ask for money from a life. If a guy really notices that you need something and he
He'll
cares
give it
about
to
you,
you.
he's gonna get for you. But
Yeah.
do
Sure.
not ever
Yeah.
ask for money. If you ask for money a single time, it will ruin everything. I promise you.
The only thing you should
Yeah,
have,
yeah. And so he just explained it right there. If you ask for money, it's gonna yeah, you gonna ruin it. See, he just explained back to the fucking thought that fucking Charlemagne was mad about. He explained it. See, she's gonna, and bitches know that. You see, that's why she asked him and not the basketball player, because she tried to stay in better standing with the basketball player, because there's a much higher chance for a much higher payoff later on from him. Where Charlemagne's like, let's be real, there's probably 8 other motherfuckers better than Charlemagne that she got on her speed dial somewhere. That's what happened. That's exactly why, and he just explained it. The dude to the left, the white dude, he just explained exactly what I've been saying the whole time. But but all of them like dancing around but they not really hitting the actual core, like the reality of the situation. They all kind of whether if they just don't know it or like the girls know it. The girls just don't want to hurt their feelings by saying everything that I'm saying. Because girls they gonna immediately dive into this whole, well, how do I get out of this while soothing and pleasuring these motherfuckers so I can get out of here faster. But they know what I'm saying is true. And the thing, the white dude, he said the most logical shit out of that scenario, out of everybody there out loud. But the thing is, nobody's really focusing on it, so they just gonna blow past it. Watch. It's 2
offer
minutes
to buy a
left.
girl is teeth. You know what
Here
I'm
we
saying?
go.
If you see she needs some teeth, buy some motherfucking teeth. I'm serious. If it looks like God was just rolling dice in her mouth and just was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Yes, buy her some teeth. Teeth is
No.
the shit. You don't think so? You
I
don't
love teeth, bro. You gotta have good teeth.
Yes, man.
Good
That's a
teeth
different.
are
Yo,
important. Don't be
two
missing teeth too, bro. I can't do that.
Two
Missing
things you can
teeth?
do for a woman is change her life, buy her some teeth, pay off her student loans.
Did you? Oh, wowzers. We gotta listen to that one more time, because that caught me. That confirmed. Blue pill confirmed. Blue pill. Hey, I'm not mad at it. Hey, make money. I'm not. As on that regard, I hope I hope every man is as successful as they can be in life. I'm not mad about that. But that blue pill is gonna have this motherfucker up, frustrated, drinking himself to death, and all types of shit. That's just it. That last sentence confirmed it.
I love teeth, bro. You gotta have good teeth.
Yes, man. That's
Good
a
teeth
different.
are
Yo,
important. Don't be missing teeth too,
This is
bro.
the
I
blue
can't
pill
do that.
confirmation.
Two things
right
you
here.
can do for a woman is change her life, buy her some teeth, pay off her student loans. Fuck
Yo,
the
you know what I just
Birkin.
realized? This motherfucker, he paid off his wife's student loans,
Yep.
and he got her braces. You just complimented yourself, bro. You really are a piece of shit.
What is that?
What you mean? That's
You
the
really
goal.
are a piece
Like,
of
yo,
shit.
listen.
The best thing you could do for a girl is what I did.
That's right. You gotta listen. Glow your woman up in ways that actually can provide real bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? You got a Birkin, but
No, your bragging right is you being a fucking man who can do it, not the fact that you did it. No, you having bragging rights as a man is the fact that you can do it and have bitches sitting around hoping you gonna do it. That's your brag once you done it. Hey, go for it, man. But that's rough. This is blue pill confirmation.
student loans paid off. Just saying. You got a Birkin, but look at your teeth.
Yeah, don't have a Birkin and your teeth look crazy,
Come on, man. Shout out to everybody with the veneers. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure. I didn't realize that when you first get veneers, you got to file them down. I didn't know you had to wait.
What you mean? What do you mean you have to file them down?
You got to wait. What?
Hold on. You're not on a microphone. Nobody can hear anything that's being said. We've been doing this podcast for 5 years. Nobody has learned that. Nobody has learned that. Still talking. Nobody's learned that. It's an audio experience, and there's no audio coming out.
But yes, when you get
So
veneers,
I
you
would
gotta
love
file
to
them
hear
down.
your story about veneers. I would love to hear your story about veneers, but right now nobody has any clue what it's talking about. So you can walk over to that microphone right there. Ideally, not in front of the cameras, Michaela, but you can walk over there and you can tell us this whole thing, Paige, if you'd like.
If you feel like it.
If you feel like it.
Well, listen, all I'm saying is get your women's teeth fixed. Listen.
People can't hear what you're saying right now. You could be screaming the N-word at the top of your lungs, and nobody would know because you're not on microphone.
They're going to blame it on Andrews. I think I heard Andrews say the N-word.
Bro, I said in Spanish, negro.
I told you that last week that was going to happen.
Right? I said it, and literally there is somebody who has slowed it down. And
I told you that was going to happen.
Didn't catch me, bro. Didn't catch me, bro. Can't catch me, bro.
Listen, but the moral of the story is get your women's teeth fixed before you buy her a Birkin, because they're eventually going to have a vaccine for this COVID and she can't wear a mask forever. I know it's cool.
That's facts.
It's cool now for her to wear the mask, but eventually these masks going to come off, bro.
Yeah. Wowzers. Wowzers. That was blue pill confirmation right now. Okay, no, you don't have to pay your woman's student loans and all that other crazy. Okay, if your woman wants to be your woman, she's gonna do all. Okay. Perfect example. Okay, if your woman wants to be your woman, she's gonna fix that on her own before she comes to you, or she's gonna go get some beta chump to go fix it before she comes to you. All right. If she really now, she'll be your woman after you do it because now she knows she got a chump that's gonna pay for all this shit. But if a woman really wants to be your woman, she's gonna either she's gonna ultimately fix it on her own before she's gonna step to you with it, unless she sees you purely as a bank account like most women will do. Okay, no, do not pay your woman. Do not pay her student loans off. Do not do that. Okay, if you want your woman to have genuine, true respect for you as a fucking human, don't do that. Don't. Now, after that, see, because like I say before, man, once women start measuring shit with numbers, that's woman's way of saying they fucked up in life. Okay, and it doesn't matter what country you in. That's universal wherever you go. So, but I did want to go in on my disgust for like expensive shit, because I don't know how if anybody even watches this video or is watching this long. I told you, I had to go to Kiev for 30 days, Ukraine for 30 days, and Kiev was the capital. And the average wage there is like $300 to $400 a month, man. And when I got there, I seen more Bentleys and fucking Land Rover. I seen more Bentleys than I ever seen in my life. And I was in Santa Monica, I was in California, and I was in New York City. I seen more in Vegas. I've seen more expensive cars and expensive clothing stores there than anywhere I've ever seen in my life. And so with that being said, it was a weird dynamic because you can always find expensive clothes and shit like that, but you never found like other kind of expensive side, like video games. Like I couldn't find a video game store there. And after I was there for a while, I realized why. Because you see, in relation to the world in this shit, because I'm not like just singling out Ukrainian motherfuckers. I'm not just singling out, I'm on a worldwide level. Especially mentally poor people, for whatever reason. Sometimes it's self-inflicted. Sometimes it's inflicted by the government. Sometimes it's inflicted by families and cultures, whatever. But by the time people become mentally poor, their whole goal in life is to show you that they're not poor. You see what I'm saying? No matter what the reality of the situation looks like. Well, kind of like how Charlamagne was saying earlier, how, don't have fucked up teeth, but have Birkin bag. Like, because the priorities are fucked up. Now, when I was in Kiev, I remember, like I said, there's always expensive clothing stores on every block. And they were well in business, and people would buy shit out of them. But the poverty can be almost ridiculous at times. Completely ridiculous. And then on top of that, you're always going to find like little corners where, they'll have like super expensive stuff. And the rent will be, the rent, okay, there you'll find, you can find flats for, like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month to rent. And it's like, and so I'm thinking in my head, like, look, why the fuck would I want to stay here around motherfuckers who make $300 a month and pay $4,000 a month for rent, when I could just go live in fucking London or some shit like that, around other motherfuckers? Because see, See, I feel like I'm like drifting too much. But my issue with this is, I was going to retire, and I was going to retire in Buenos Aires. I went to Buenos Aires. But my issue was I did not want to have to live around other people who were not like at my level. To see people who were like struggling and all that shit. Like, I mean, like super, like for real struggling. Like as soon as you get like 5 minutes outside of Buenos Aires, people are building their houses out of fucking metal sheets again and shit like that. It depends on where you go. I didn't feel comfortable in that shit. Like, I wanted to be around people who were like generally at least somewhat like, on the same level as me, or maybe a little bit better. Because the problem is like, see, because you would think when you go to like these poorer areas with shit and you got all this money, like you just gonna be a baller and shit like that. But all it's really gonna do is just put a target on your head. In the reality of it, and see, and that's the illusion that like dumbass bitches, when they want these Birkin bags, knowing good well they can't afford it, like they think it's making them look better, but really it's just putting a target on them for people to come hound them for money. So in the end, you really just end up more uncomfortable in these environments. And that was the same thing I seen in Kiev. Like, I was more uncomfortable there, like to be there, because people just like the majority of the people just didn't, they gonna be like either like jealous of you, envious, or try to get something out of you type shit. Which is another reason why personally I won't buy Apple products until I just go to Germany type shit. And I've met plenty of other people here in Czech Republic who said the same thing. Like, I will rather wait till I just go to Germany to buy like a new MacBook or some shit like that, because the people here just aren't used to seeing that kind of money. So when something happens, okay, they're either gonna try to like just get more money out of you for any little thing they can, or they're gonna be like jealous or envious of you. Every now and then you'll find somebody who's genuinely cool, because it's a culture disrupt. And that Birkin bag, it just adds that, it's just that next level up, or a few next level ups, but it's a level up from it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You see why? Because why didn't the girl want to invite? Okay, why didn't the girl go get money from the rich dude to bring him back to Charlemagne, to have Charlemagne go, introduce him as her cousin, and then they set up? No, they're not gonna do that. You see, because in that context, the guy was worth too much, and she didn't want to risk fucking that up, because she knew she probably wouldn't find another one like that again. Where she knows she could find 15 other Charlemagnes, so she didn't really give a fuck. Well, you won't give me no money? You mad because I asked you money? Okay, bye. As you go off to another one. But anyway, that's the video, man, because I'm getting fucking hungry. I feel like I'm talking in circles. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Bye.